What's up, YouTube? It's the Big Kahuna back again with another video. I'm just over my mother-in-law's house with my wife, who's sleeping on the couch right next to me, snowed in. So I figured, why not take the time to make a video? So, some interesting news. Microsoft wasn't fucking around. They said, we're going to make a 4K console. And although the console is not out, and there's a rumor that the console may come out in August, and I hope this rumor is true, because I really want to get the Scorpio. But nevertheless, when Microsoft came out and said we're going to make a 4K console, they wasn't joking. So not only do we know that it's going to do native 4K, not only do we know that it's going to stream 4K, have a 4K Blu-ray player, they're now saying that it's also going to capture, game DVR 4K, and possibly 60 frames per second. Now, while the game capturing part I like, and it doesn't matter to me if it's 720p, 1080p, or 4K, it is a great addition to telling people this thing is 4K. We're going to do 4K everything. And yes, there are going to be some people that say, but what about the article that says that they're going to do checkerboard rendering like PlayStation? I'm pretty sure, yes, they're going to do some checkerboard rendering, depending on what depending on what the developer wants to do with their game. Maybe they might not decide to do all their resources with 4K native, and maybe they might decide to do a whole bunch of other things in the game. And in any case, Microsoft is leaving it up to the developer to do either native 4K, checkerboard rendering, or simply upscaling. But I will like to say this, and I've said this in a video a long time ago, it's probably over a year ago, that these consoles all come out with upscalers. So that tells you at some point in time, they already are preparing for the day when they can't simply do native 4K because the developer wants to push the boundaries and that machine won't be able to do exactly what they want it to do with native 4K. So they have upscalers in both machines. But it is good to know that, according to Microsoft, they will be coming out with the most powerful console. And if everything goes the way it should go, according to the fanboys, that means that Scorpio will be the best console. Not my words, the fanboys' words, because according to them, the most powerful means the best. The machine with the best graphics, that just means the best. Oh, but I forgot. They just changed the narrative to exclusives now. So now it's the machine with the most exclusives. Not my words, fanboys' words. Wasn't it funny how when it was resolution, frames per second, and what's that other word? Teraflops. You know, nobody knew what teraflops were when the PlayStation 4 came out and the Xbox One first came out. But they just knew that one had more teraflops, so that meant it was better. Now, you have fanboys out here saying, well, nobody knows what teraflops are. Really? Now nobody knows what teraflops is. They didn't know what it was when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One first came out. They just knew that PlayStation had more teraflops, so that meant it was better. Now that the Scorpio is coming out and it's going to be 4K gaming, 4K streaming, 4K Blu-ray player, 4K game capture, and 6 teraflops. Now all of a sudden nobody knows what teraflops is. Now I can admit I don't know what the hell a teraflop is, but I do know that when PlayStation came out, it had more teraflops, so they kept saying this makes it better. Now this other machine is going to come out with 6 teraflops, maybe even more than that, and all of a sudden nobody knows what teraflops is. When the Sony fanboys was all on teraflops, we got more teraflops. They knew it meant more power. Now that Xbox is coming out with more teraflops, nobody even knows what that means. And in some cases, they even say teraflops has nothing to do with it. Oh boy, the hypocrisy runs deep in this community. Deep. I don't really care about teraflops. And you alright over there, baby? Huh? You alright? Alright. So, like I said, me personally, I don't care about the teraflops. I care about what the games I'm going to play on my machine, the features that I get on my machine, the online portion that I get on my machine, and obviously the people that I play with on my machine. That's what I care about. But moving right along. So, like I said, fanboys are crazy because I've been said this a million times. Once you start pointing your fingers and start talking shit about one platform, it seems that all that stuff comes around in the circle of life to hit you right in the ass. So now it's coming out that PlayStation games are going to PC. And what did the fanboys say about Xbox? They have no exclusives? Because what's the point of getting a Xbox if you can go play it on the PC? Now, can we say, what's the point of playing a PlayStation if I can get it on a PC or if I can play it on the TV? Can we say that? Now, this is not my words. This is the fanboys' words. Me personally, I don't care if every game from PlayStation goes to a PC. I'm still going to get me a PlayStation Plus. I don't care if every Xbox game goes to a PC. I'm still going to get me a Scorpio. And I'm still going to keep my Xbox. I'm a console gamer at heart. That's not going to change unless they just do away with the console. And then I don't know what I'll do from there. But of course, there will be some people who come here and try to argue with me about, the Scorpio being 4K, the Scorpios and teraflops, PlayStation and the games going to PC. Now, I don't know if all their games are going to the PC, but I do know a lot of their games will be going to the PC. So, now what are you going to say? What's the damage control for that? I'm not saying anything bad about the PlayStation because of this. Because as I've stated, and as a lot of other Xbox guys have stated, to me, even if their games go to the PC, they're still not going to be on the Xbox. So that still, to me, in my opinion, and I did say my opinion, makes them exclusive, console exclusive. But like I always say, fanboys don't love their favorite system. They just hate yours. And they don't know what teraflops is now. But teraflops was good when it was on the PlayStation. Peace out.